نحمده ونصلي على رسول الكريم أما بعد بسم الله. Let's go through a summary of Surah Muhammad. So Surah Muhammad is a Madani Surah, 38 ayats and 4 ruku. And the name Muhammad comes since in the beginning of the Surah, the name of Muhammad is mentioned in the second verse. Another name of the Surah is Al-Qital, fighting. A brief synopsis of the Surah is that this Surah primarily describes the rules of war with disbelievers and related matters like capitalism and spoils. It also describes rewards and punishment for believers and disbelievers respectively in this world as well as the hereafter. The Surah encourages reflection on the history of other tyrant nations across the globe and their destruction and defeat. We also learn about the qualities of various rivers in paradise and other blessings of paradise therein. Safwatul highlights the cowardice of hypocrites when invited towards armed struggle in this surah and denounces the spreading of mischief and breaking ties with blood relatives. And finally, it motivates spending the path of Allah and discourages stinginess. Let's go through the summary of verses. So good deeds of disbelievers will be disregarded in the hereafter. الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا وَصَدُّوا عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ فَضَلَّ أَعْمَالَهُمْ. And believers should fight fearlessly in battle until the enemy is defeated. فَإِذَا لَقِيتُمُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا فَضَرْبَ الرِّقَابِ حَتَّى إِذَا أَثْخَنْتُمُوهُمْ. We learn about the 4 options to deal with the prisoners of war. فَشُدُّوا الْوَثَاقَ فَإِنَّا مَنًّا بَعْدُ وَإِمَّا فِدَاءً حَتَّى تَضَعَ الْحَرْبُ أَوْزَارَهَا. So the 4 ways to deal with them is you can kill them, you can set them free without ransom, you can set them free with ransom, or you can take them as slaves. Jihad is a test of steadfastness for believers and a form of punishment for disbelievers. ذلك ولو يشاء الله لانتصر منهم ولكن ليبلو بعضكم ببعض. So Allah tests one set of people with another. For disbelievers, it's a punishment. For believers, it's a test of their strength in belief. Allah is a protector of believers, whereas disbelievers have no protection. ذلك بأن الله مولى الذين آمنوا وأن الكافرين لا مولى لهم. We learn about also the fact that life of a disbeliever revolves around fun and food. والذين كفروا يتمتعون ويأكلون كما تأكل الأنعام والنار مثوى لهم. And what is the abode for them is hellfire. Allah talks about 4 types of rivers in paradise in the surah. Rivers of water, milk, wine, and honey. مثل الجنة التي وعد المتقون فيها أنهار من ماء غير آسٍ وأنهار من لبن لم يتغير طعمه وأنهار من خمر لذة للشاربين وأنهار من عسل مصفى. There are major and minor signs associated with the Day of Judgment, and then there is no benefit once the signs have appeared. A person is realizing his mistake in the hereafter. That realization would not benefit at all. It would not save that person from punishment. فَهَلْ يَنظُرُونَ إِلَّا السَّاعَةَ أَن تَأْتِيَهُم بَغْتَةً فَقَدْ جَاءَ أَشْرَاطُهَا فَأَنَّىٰ لَهُمْ إِذَا جَاءَتْهُمْ ذِكْرَاهُمْ. Seeking forgiveness is required from all believers. فَاعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَاسْتَغْفِرْ لِذَنبِكَ وَلِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَالْمُؤْمِنَاتِ وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ مُتَقَلَّبَكُمْ وَمَثْوَاكُمْ. Here, the command is given to Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to ask for forgiveness. So if he is the one who should ask forgiveness, what about us in our states today that we are committing sins every hour of the day, and we need to ask for forgiveness? We are more in need of mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, spreading corruption on earth and breaking family ties is forbidden. فهل عسيتم إن توليتم أن تفسدوا في الأرض وتقطعوا أرحامكم. So we talked about the severity of breaking family ties, blood relatives, being disconnected from them. And the fact is, the true way to keep that connection is to help them even when they have decided to break away from you. That is the true meaning of keeping that connection with your blood relatives. Shaitan deceives people through enticement and prolonging false hopes. إن الذين ارتدوا على أدبارهم من بعد ما تبين لهم الهدى فالشيطان سول لهم وأملى لهم. We also learn about disbelievers, how they will be harshly treated at the time of death. فكيف إذا توفتهم الملائكة يضربون وجوههم وأدبارهم. So the angels will be hitting their faces and their backs. It is Allah's mercy that He covers our inner desires until our actions reveal them. ولو نشاء لأريناكهم فلعرفتهم بسيماهم ولتعرفنهم في لحن القول والله يعلم أعمالكم. The trials and tribulations in this world are a means of determining sincerity of faith. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ حَتَّى نَعْلَمَ الْمُجَاهِدِينَ مِنْكُمْ وَالصَّابِرِينَ وَنَبْلُوَ أَخْبَارَكُمْ. And that invalidating good deeds by faulty intention, vanity, boasting, and other acts is not permissible. يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول ولا تبطلوا أعمالكم. There is no forgiveness for disbelievers in the hereafter. إن الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله ثم ماتوا وهم كفار فلن يغفر الله لهم. And a stingy person harms himself, not takes away anything from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, since he loses rewards in the hereafter. وَمَنْ يَبْخَلْ فَإِنَّمَا يَبْخَلُ عَنْ نَفْسِهِ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need any help, rather the entire creation is in need of Him. وَاللَّهُ الْغَنِيُّ وَأَنْتُمُ الْفُقَرَاءُ. And finally, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bring another nation if you turn away from His commands. وَإِن تَتَوَلَّوْا يَسْتَبْدِلْ قَوْمًا غَيْرَكُمْ ثُمَّ لَا يَكُونُوا أَمْثَالَكُمْ. We'll stop here inshallah. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.